Thomas Frank and Tottenham Hotspur were taught a serious lesson last night. And it's okay to lose to some of the best sides in Europe. Arsenal being the league leaders, they're clearly one of them. That's fine. That's not what I'm really concerned about. How he set up Spurs for this match in a 5-2-3 formation, something that they don't play every single match week in, week out, clearly shows that he was worried about Arsenal's attacking prowess. And I also think that he got it wrong. He got it completely wrong. Because if you look at Arsenal's number 9, they're not starting with Victor Gyökeres because he's injured right now. They're not starting with Gabriel Jesus because he just came back from injury. No Kai Havertz because he's also injured. So they don't have a recognized number 9 that just stays up there running in the channels, etc. They played with Mikel Merino. And I'm sure Thomas Frank knew that Merino was going to start at 9. There's no way he thought any of the 9 was going to be starting. And Mikel Merino is originally a number 8 or 6, whatever you want to call it, but he was originally a box-to-box midfielder. So he is not going to stay on the back line the entire game and occupy one of the center backs. He's not going to do that. So essentially, there were 3 center backs just confused about where they step, where to go, where to mark. At one point, I saw Van de Ven step all the way with Saka, all the way to Arsenal's own 18-yard box. He stepped that high. And I think it looked like Spurs were honestly lost. That first half was so dominant from Arsenal. I was surprised that Arsenal didn't put 5 or 6 away in that first half. And in a 5-2-3 formation, the way that Thomas Frank set up, they don't have the ball-playing midfielders to play this system. This system can be very strong. Don't get me wrong, especially if your wing-backs can get extremely high. You can push their outside backs back, and then you can free up your 2 number 10s, which were Kudus and Odebert this game. It can be a very strong formation, but in order to get in these positions, you have to have a 6 and 8 that can retain the ball long enough so that your wingbacks can actually step up the field and start suffocating the other team. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Palhinha and Bentancur are not that. They are not technical tacticians that they can just bounce 1-2s off each other and just keep possession that way, find those open spaces, have the open hips to play forward at will with 1-touch, 2-touch passing. That's not either of their games, and there's never been either of their games. So a 5-2-3 it was honestly like suicide, to be honest. It was suicide. There was no chance of Spurs coming out of this match with a win. I can tell you that. Maybe you can fight for a draw, but a win, that was never happening with this Spurs side in this system. Eberechi Eze. Well played. You got a hat trick. There's not much I can say. It was a great hat trick. He could have had 4. It was a good save by Vicario in the second half. He could have had 4. And that's what I mean, man. Without a recognized striker, with only playing 2 in the midfield, you're going to free up that number 10. He's going to have free reign to get his shots off, get into those positions that are dangerous for Arsenal, and he did that throughout the entire game. By the time Xavi Simons came in for Spurs, it was too late. The system was already done. The game was over. They got a wonder goal from Richarlison that, honestly, I'm surprised he even scored that, but it was a great finish from almost half field. Great finish. Raya was out of his box. But yeah, Thomas Frank. I think this match showed Thomas Frank's personality as a coach more than anything, because he came into this match looking for a draw. This is not a winning system that he played. I can tell you that right now. This was not a winning system, winning personnel. It was just to stifle Arsenal as best as they could. And to play 3 center backs when Arsenal's not even playing with a recognized striker, that they honestly, Merino, Eze, they were just in the pockets, just looking for the spaces in behind those 2 center midfielders. And when you play 3 center backs, you're just not helping the midfield at all. And I feel like Thomas Frank should have understood that a lot better, because you knew going into this game, Merino is going to be the 9. Merino is not a recognized striker. He's going to drop deep. He's going to look for those spaces. He's going to look for the overload to see where he can maximize Arsenal's attack, whether it's help out Saka if he's getting double teamed, help out Trossard, help out Eze, take some pressure off him to free him up, which he got extremely free on the top of the box. Eze was free on the top of the box at least 6 times this game. In the opening 2 minutes of the game, he was free on the top of the box, chipped the ball over Spurs backline into the 18, and honestly, Declan Rice should have finished that. I'm surprised he didn't put it in the corner, but it just showed that this system was flawed from the start. And I think Thomas Frank should have honestly done some changes after 15 minutes. Honestly, sometimes you got to say as a manager, hey, I messed up. Thomas Frank clearly messed up. That system, terrible. 5-3-2, 5-2-3, whatever you want to call it, horrible. Was not going to work against this Arsenal side at all. Arsenal, I mean, they're sound. Their backline, they can swap in, swap out. Whoever's injured, whoever's not. Gabriel was injured. Hincapié came in, looked flawless. He came in seamlessly. And I think that's a testament to what Arsenal and Mikel Arteta have created, where they have, if you look at their defenders, they're 8 defenders. I think they have like Timber and Ben White. They have Saliba, Mosquera. They have Hincapié and Gabriel. They have Calafiori and Miles Lewis-Skelly. If you look at those 8 players, I think all of them start in every single team in this league. I genuinely do. I think they're all sublime. I think they all have like quality strengths. I think they make any of those players make any team in this league better, for sure. And when you have a foundation like that, you can really play freely. I mean, when you know you're not going to concede big chances at all, shots on target, you can really play freely. Declan Rice and Zubimendi can find spaces higher up. They don't need to really do too much, and they don't really have to think about risk as much because they know that their back line is that solid. I mean, what can you say? Arsenal are in first place for a reason, and it's games like these. North London derby was a piece of cake for them. Piece of cake. This game was a walk in the park for them. Spurs got a consolation goal that was just unnecessary. Zubimendi, you got to pass the ball quicker, simply as that. But he posted something on his X page apologizing for that, and I'm sure he's not going to do that again. I can assure you that, because with his technical ability, he can play give and go, pass and play as quick as he wants. But yeah, that was a North London derby. Great match from Eze. Really, really strong match. If I had to say my highlight for Arsenal, highlight of the match, obviously Eze, sublime. And then I also want to shout out Hincapié for coming in because he played a really good match as well. And then for Spurs, if I had to give one, I mean, I'd probably give it to I don't know, Destiny Udogie. I think he had a really good match. It's not easy to try to stop Saka and try to get forward as well in a 5-2-3 and defend. It's not easy. He had nobody in front of him really to pass to. It was difficult, but I think he did the most he could. But yeah, it was nightmare for Spurs and happy days for Arsenal. But let me know what you guys think about the match and what you think went right for Arsenal and what you think went wrong for Spurs. If you guys are enjoying the content, my socials are in the description below. TikTok, Twitch, all of that. Follow me if you guys like this. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And I will see you guys next time.